Grand morning and a grand rising to you all. This is Lizzie B. Gold coming to you live from Lizzie's Alkaline Kitchen. I've got some raw sea moss here, wildcrafted, that I purchased from a source on eBay called Rastarafi. So I really like this sea moss so far. Of all of the raw Coldwater Cmos, this is the one that I like the most. I say cold water because typically you're going to go by color as far as whether it's clear or it's purple. So this is the more clear purple Irish sea moss. I'm sorry, the clear, not purple Irish sea moss here. It's raw, so it is still wet, as you can see. The texture there. Let me see if I can brighten this up a little bit. I don't know if I can, but it is still, maybe I'm in the light. There we go. Yeah, it's still raw, still wet. This is 1 pound. I'm going to dump it in this stainless steel pot here in a moment so you guys can really see it. But this 1 pound came inside of this bag here. So it fit right inside of this little bag. So I'm gonna dump it in here and I'm gonna clean it out really good. Half of it I'm gonna use for powder and make my own sea moss powder. And the other half I'm going to use to make some gel, and see how I like it compared to the other sea moss that I've already made. This, like I said, already has, the one I got before was already dried for me. This is raw and wet. It still has a lot of moisture in it, and when you squeeze it, your hand still gets wet. So it's really beautiful, though. I really love it. This is good quality. I love this. This is really good quality. It feels like the way something would feel when you pull it out of the water. It's thick. This came from, let me see. This Conjures Christmas came from, I think it was, don't get me to lying, y'all. I got to go back and look at my source because I have like about 3 of them. But I'll be sure to put that down in the comments. But the last one I got was dried. This one is wild and wet. But anyways, I'm going to put it in here. And some people soak it in spring water, wash it in spring water, and then they make it with spring water as well. If you want, you can just rinse it and wash it in whatever water you want. And then when you soak it, that's when you use your spring water. Some people use sea salt water, depending on whatever you want to use. But just make sure that you clean it very, very well. I'm not going to clean it on film because I've done that for you guys already, and I don't want to put you through that again because it does take a while to clean it. But once it is done cleaning and soaking, I will do another video really quickly so we can see this one and the texture of this one versus the one that we did before. Yeah, and we'll go from there. And then I will be able to do a second video where you guys will be able to see how to do the same thing with grassolaria, which I got my grassolaria dried. So it was wild, but it was not raw because it was sun-dried first. This has not been sun-dried yet. But okay, guys, I'm going to do that, and I will be back with you. A lot of people ask what we had for breakfast. This morning for breakfast, I have been drinking sea moss and literally sucking on these little tamarindo beans, and taking my little supplement capsules, herbs here. I've been pouring it out of my container, and because I'm also making some tamarind water, which I can show you guys really quick. This is the Tamarind water that I'm making. What this is for, I know what it looks like, but it's not. What you do is you take your tamarind pods and you crack them open. I've also showed this to you all before on Facebook, but you take your tamarind pods and you crack them open and you peel them off. You can get those kind, or you can get the kind in a bag if you're not able to get them fresh. And when you crack them open, you peel the shell off and peel the vein off. And then you can either eat them or you can soak them and make water and juices and drinks with them. These are ones that I'm soaking in warm spring water because when I'm done, I'm going to literally take my hands and peel off all of the yummy, gooey candy stuff. The tamarind paste is what they call it, but it's the fruit of the tamarind. And inside of there's the seed. And then I will save the seeds, of course, because you can use them to grow the tamarind fruit, or you can make a jam, like a paste out of them. So that's what I'll be doing with this, and I'll show you guys the tamarind water later. There's these candies that they make out of it that I give to my daughter, but you could also use this and make it by yourself. So we'll be doing that today. Yeah, this is my mango seed from when I made the... Oh, guys, the recipe that I made this week was mango and yellow onion. And I did the acorn squash, and I tossed it and sauteed it in avocado oil and a little bit of grapeseed oil. So that was really, really yummy. I didn't get a chance to take a photo or post it. I'm sorry, but that was good. That's going to be mango, a couple slivers of mango, about a half of an acorn squash, chopped up with a couple of them with the skin, most of them without, into little cubes like you would potatoes. And then chop up about a half of an onion and saute it all up, season it how you like. All I did was use a little bit of alkaline seasoning and a little bit of sea salt, and it came out great. But this was the actual seed that was left over from that mango, and the seeds that were left over from the acorn squash, because you guys know I like to save my seeds. But that's what we did. I did go get some coconut cream to make the nice cream recipe that I posted, so that's going to be coming soon too. And I will definitely be seeing you guys later. Thank you for visiting me here at Lizzie's Alkaline Kitchen, and we'll be doing part 2 to this and a part 3 with the gracilaria very soon. Peace, blessings, and as always, namaste.